Hi everyone, I'm back with season 1, episode 3 of The Leftovers, and I've got a little friend joining me today, Sam, but he's just having a rest. He hasn't been feeling very well for the past few days, and he's been to the vet today, and he's starting to feel a lot better. He's feeling a lot better, but yeah, wherever I go in my house, Sam has to follow me around. He just has to be close to me, don't you, Sam? Eh? He's a very brave boy and he's a very good boy, in case you wanted to know. Just in case you're going to write in the comments, is Sam a brave boy? Is Sam a good boy? Yes, he is. He's very brave and he's very good. Well, anyway, we're back with this. So, Liv Tyler didn't run away. She's stayed and to chop down the tree, and this cop's going crazy, and the father was talking to, I guess we're supposed to think an imaginary, maybe schizophrenic or something, but he's seeing people, and he said, hey, they said they sent someone to you, and that's that bald guy that's shooting the dogs. It's really, he said, because I'm lonely, let's go hook up outside not hook up, but go outside the elementary school. The dogs are in a pipe and take them out. Yeah, something's going on with Christopher Ecclestion. Like, he almost seems like he thinks all the people that have gone, they were all bad people. So maybe he thinks even the babies were going to grow up to be bad people. And someone told me in the comments, and editing the last video I saw, they were the white people, the mute people. I shouldn't say white people because everyone thinks that there will be no black. Oh yeah, there was a black person, but the people in white that don't talk and smoke, they're called the guilty. The guilty remnant. And I thought, man, that sounds like a mad name for a metal band. Here they come, guilty remnant. Okay, well, let's jump into it and see what's happening this episode. He's such a good actor.
This is the story of a little boy. She loves to go high on the swings.
Man, I can go high, the highest on swings, higher than anyone. I'm the swing champion.
Asleep, in a coma. For Emily, let us pray.
Why is he scared? Ooh. Because he's leaving pamphlets saying his relatives are... I love this intro. Looks so cool. Last intro I said, oh, it's really good drawing, but I suppose if it's religious drawings, you'd say it's really good iconography. Is that the right word? Iconography for religious drawings? I think it might be. I always thought, oh, if I could draw really well, like artists, like comic book artists and everything, they can just, anything they can think of, they could just draw a picture of. That would be so liberating, I guess. Look at this. Such a good intro. Whoever came up with this intro, it's great. The guilty remnant. Love to write a good story like this.
Press charges, man.
No.
Mate.
There you go.
That's what's going to happen to you if you go around doing stuff like that. Even if you're in the right,
Occupational hazard.
it's still going to happen. Yeah,
Stop
occupational
pissing me
hazard.
off. They need to hear.
Are they related or just friends? I really didn't like the cop in the first episode, as in, I just didn't like the look of him and how he was behaving and everything, but now I can see it's the character. Because I was thinking, where's the levity, mate? Dude,
You and me are going to the same place.
She is scary.
My congregation. This morning, we prayed for her.
Well, she woke up last night.
We prayed for her. What did you do? Oh, we went and got medical degrees and studied what was wrong with her and helped her. He seems like his heart's in the right place, the priest. Like he wants to help people.
Hello.
But it's going to be debt collectors.
Matt, hi. It's Jim Lewis from FDR. You're a hard man to reach.
Like just then with the FDR bank calling him and he's ghosting them, and it's just like that feeling, that feeling when someone's after you for something you don't have, or, I've had that feeling in high school, probably had that feeling several times in my life, but it's such a bad feeling. Just where you're at the end of your tether. I did a bit of jail time, and there was a train that went past in the distance, full of commuters all going to work. You wave at the train occasionally and things like that. But I always thought, people would go, oh, I wish I was on that train. I wish I was on that train. But I always thought, it sounds like Folsom Prison Blues. But I always thought there's somebody on that train going to work. Somebody sitting on that train going to work that's in such dire financial troubles or has debt collectors after them or anything. And I bet you, when that train was going past, someone in that train was going, I would swap my situation for someone in there right now. I bet you. And I used to always think, even though I was locked up and I saw the train, I think, mate, someone in there is feeling like that, and I feel sorry for him. So that's quite weird looking at that and feeling sorry for an unknown commuter in the train when you're in jail. It just made me think of it when he was dodging.
Are you open? Sure.
Although I'd prefer to see a poor priest than a rich
I
priest.
don't know if you remember me. How long does it take to do baptism?
Not long. See, because of COVID, they're bringing out videos of the priests are shooting the babies with the water guns, and they're all everyone's trying to think of fun ways to baptize babies while keeping distance. So that's pretty amusing. Cute little baby. Aww. I love babies.
And when that was gone, I heard he cleaned out his kid's college account.
And then he disappeared. Yeah, they weren't all angels. They were just regular people, weren't they?
What was his name?
Just see people left behind still bitter at people taken.
This man, Mr. Sasaki, he was a departure. Because if we can no longer separate the innocent from the guilty, everything that happened to us, all of our suffering, is meaningless.
I think I know what happened to your face.
Can you help me?
The pigeons now.
Get down to pit 4. There's fucking birds on the...
It's like, really, I wouldn't care. You just say, yeah, people vanished. But yeah, I wouldn't want this Heroes Day and all that sort of stuff. It's like in that, how he said the guy disappeared out of his jail cell in that book, Stranger in a Strange Land. How when he can just make people disappear, and he lets most of the people in the jail out, except a few he considers bad and get disappeared. And he had to disappear quite a lot of the cops and judges as well, because he said they were just as bad as the prisoners he had to disappear. So he must have been on their list.
I'm sorry, I don't have any in white. What?
Hello, Matt.
Shit.
Yeah. Come right over. Thank you.
Hated in movies when people hang up without saying goodbye.
Who's the buyer?
Did the guilty remnant buy it?
LLC, probably
a hedge fund.
Guilty remnant bought it.
They probably want to knock it down and throw up some.
This is a house of worship.
He'll have nowhere to stay except with the guilty remnant, and then that'll
I'm sorry. I have to take this.
How is Mary?
Yes, okay, so he's not Catholic.
Tell me how I can keep my church.
God, mate, if church is wherever you want a church to be, go and do your sermon out in the forest, somewhere out in nature. That's would be a much better place for a church service. Be able to fool them a lot better.
Please don't get upset.
Why do you always have to do that?
What?
Make me upset and then tell me not to get upset? You can't just knock on my door and ask for $135,000. Do you know what it was?
It was a test.
Some really good acting.
Not for what came before, but for what came after.
Maybe it's time to let it go.
Doug was having an affair. The kid's preschool teacher. They usually did it at her apartment,
Why would you?
but a couple of times
Why would you tell her that,
had the receipts from the ATM in their lobby.
dude? He's dead. She can't do anything about it. Man, you should not have told her
The
that.
one story I will never publish.
Poor woman, man. Jesus.
I love you too.
Jesus, man. Far out. And then she's there all by herself, man.
But so much of them is still here.
Far out.
You've tried to move. Oh, sweetheart.
See, he's a good man. And he obviously loves his wife a lot, but he still shouldn't have said that to his sister. What's wrong with his wife? This didn't happen to her on the 14th, did it? That's pretty sad. I wouldn't trade my life with his for anything. Except maybe some Toblerone. I'd trade it for some Toblerone. Poor guy. How do you... What's he saying? What?
I'm gonna pay you everything I owe you. All of it. Tonight included. I swear.
Well, his word is obviously not very good. He's not just going to shovel driveways for people. Please don't tell them.
I won't say anything if you won't.
So she's not supposed to be there. Well, she didn't sneak out for a smoke. Maybe she snuck out to not have a smoke. What is it? Oh, mate. You alright, Sammy? pigeons, stags. He's not wearing his priest outfit, is he? No. That would look so dodgy if a priest was going to the casino. Here you go.
Good luck.
He's going to put it all on red.
Would you like to bet?
Yes. On red.
Our high limit tables are in the back if you allow me to escort you.
No, I want to play on this table.
Yeah, it's like, no. And then he leaves.
20,000 on red.
Winner, red.
I don't mind playing a bit of roulette, but I never watch it spin. I'll just go, okay, there you go. And then I'll prefer to look. Oh, shit.
Again, please.
Winner, red. Congratulations. 80,000.
You don't know? Gee, what the fuck are you doing, Tina? You can jinx a guy. That's a fucking jinx. No, you bet with it.
No, black is due. Sorry.
Black is out.
Now he's gonna lose. Yes. Far out, man. Dude, you can't walk out of there like that. Like, if I saw that, I'd feel obligated to rob you. Jeez, he's gonna get fucking smacked by that guy that came up to the table. Lock your door! Smash! I don't want him to get robbed. Don't know!
Winner, chicken dinner, right? On fire. I never seen balls like that. I was trying to get my girl. Why don't you hang on to that, and I'll just take that envelope.
Buddy, what do you think's gonna happen, man? Dude, if someone walked out of the casino with 180 grand, 160 grand. But like, he had it coming, taking the money out. I got no. If he gets robbed, that's on him, I reckon. But the guy that robbed him, then getting bashed, that's on him. So. Was that swing moving together? This is a cool episode, just following him around. Like I said in the very first episode, he's one of my favourite actors. Oh jeez, I'm getting a heart attack every 5 seconds. Did they throw a rock? That's fucked.
Yes,
See the size of that rock.
Man was hit with a rock. Cedar Lane and Whoa.
Oh! So many assholes around. What? All you little kids out there, stop being so freaky.
I'm sorry, Matthew, but it's spreading.
Why isn't anybody doing anything?
It's like one of those Sopranos dream episodes.
Honey? Can you hear me?
Oh no.
Please, I need help.
Look, the airbag went off.
wife is hurt! Please, help!
Why
Anybody doing anything?
He's not gonna make it. But it doesn't matter, he's not gonna make it anyway.
No, you said end of day. It's only 10 minutes. I have the money. We made a deal.
That was 3 days ago.
Oh, what? That was 3 days ago.
What?
You came in on Monday. No one here wanted them to have it. But they paid all cash,
Them.
no escrow.
Them to have it, see? Guilty remnant. Told you.
Things took
Got goosebumps. Amen. That brings us to the end of another episode of The Leftovers. That was awesome, man. A whole episode with don't let me forget it. Christian Ecclestion. Yes. That's awesome. And all the people that in the comments of Watchmen were saying, oh, you've got to check it out. It's got this person, this person. It's, no one mentioned Christian Ecclestion. But, yeah, so that was good seeing a whole episode devoted to him. I want to, and he's caring for his wife, and yeah, that's a big deal. I care for my grandmother, and there's quite a lot of work involved, so it is hard to record this sometimes because I've got to do it at certain time when the light's right, and I've got to make sure my grandma is all right for an hour or something, and but we've got a good system. If she just says my name, just a whisper, Sam can hear it, and Sam starts barking. That's your job, isn't it, Sam? Gran tells you, and then you tell me. He's such a good boy, just lying there the whole time. But he needs to build up his strength from being sick. Yeah, but oh man, that was such a good episode. That's my favourite one so far. Yeah, and his wife, and bang, the airbag, man. It knew it happened on the 14th. Jeez, and it'd be good if they did an episode. They need to do an episode on the Guilty Remnant. That would be good if next episode a Guilty Remnant or the head, that woman that was just looking at him smoking, the head of the Guilty Remnant. I want to see what her deal is. She's obviously the founder. We didn't see anything about that other cult. As far as the cults are concerned, I'm with the Guilty Remnant. They're better than the other cult. The other cult seems a bit off. But I don't know. It's probably is this going to be some epic good versus evil sort of, Stephen King, The Stand sort of deal? Okay. All right, that was a cool episode. All right, well, I'm going to go now, so I'll see you all next time. Peace out.